Good evening. The felony rape trial against a former Yuma police officer is now in the hands of the jury.
News 11's Blake Keller continues our coverage from San Diego and tells us new information about another woman who testified.
Today in court was drastically different than the day before. That's when we saw former Yuma cop Jared Elkins take the stand in his own defense, explaining vivid and graphic details from what he remembers the night of the alleged incident. But now we are just getting closer and closer to the moment the jury will reach a decision. Wednesday, Judge Charles Rogers telling the jury their next step in order for them to come to a verdict.
Thank you as ever for your continued conscientious attention to this case.
They must consider all facts, evidence, and testimonies about Jared Elkins and his accuser.
I knew that he knew he was raping me.
Did you believe this to be consensual vaginal sex?
Yes.
But also on the minds of the jurors, a second woman.
She came up to the bar, had ordered a drink, and engaged in small talk with me.
During Tuesday's testimony, both the defense and prosecutors asked Elkins his recollection from the night he spent with her.
Was standing close next to me and kind of rubbing my arm and saying, "I bet you're a really good kisser."
He says in March this year he had consensual sex with this woman. She claims he tried to force anal on her.
We were having sex for a little while, and then I had brought up, I don't know my exact words, but I believe it was, "Can I put it in your?"
And how did she respond to that?
She said she didn't want it.
Did you apply force on her to keep her down and try to have anal sex with her?
No.
Jurors will also consider the legacy of the Elkins name.
My dad was lieutenant of the Yuma Police Department. My grandpa was chief of police. It's been a lifelong goal and dream of mine.
Elkins also mentioned his father, who was killed in the line of duty when he was only 11 years old. He said that had a great impact on his life. Next, jurors will have to consider a lot of photo, audio, and video evidence that was presented throughout this trial. Deliberations will continue on Thursday. Now, remember, if the jury finds Elkins guilty, he will spend up to 14 years in prison. Reporting in San Diego, Blake Keller, News 11.